YouTuber IShowSpeed is on a livestream tour through Europe, where crowds in Poland were psyched to see him live. Similar to the mobs of fans ecstatic to see him in Korea, except this time in Norway, these Norwegian fans angrily surrounded a souvenir store he was inside of, and when he finally emerged, his so-called fans started attacking him. Which was insane on the street level, as they began trying to snatch off his hair, throwing drinks on him, with one guy jumping off his car trying to show Speed the bottoms of his feet, to which he even recorded himself for social media. Later bragging about wearing his jersey. Now Speed was later seen being carted off in a wheelchair, tweeting, "He's never returning to Norway ever again," and several people began reporting the jumper to the local police, which just highlights the sad extremes some degenerates will go to for even the slightest bit of social media fame. And I'm not just talking about the stupid dude that dove off a car to touch his favorite social media star, I'm talking about everybody that sprinted through the streets with their phones out just trying to get a whiff of Speed like the fiends that they are, because sadly, they think their ticket to social media fame is through snapping a pic next to Speed, as if that was a genuine path to fixing their finances. That's why it's great we have the sponsor for today's video, Upside. So as inflation is getting increasingly out of control, it's getting hard to even look at the price of food and gas. And it's not like you can simply choose to not eat or go to work or school. But with the Upside app, you can now get actual cash back when purchasing the stuff that you were already buying, like gas and groceries. And it's actual cash back, not points, rewards, or confusing credit redemption systems. It's actual money you can transfer right into your bank account, which is actually pretty amazing, as I use the app to see what restaurants were around me. And I even found places that I've already been eating at that were offering cash back with Upside. I simply had to follow a few steps in the app to claim the offer, and just like that, I'm earning cash back on purchases that I was already making. And top Upside earners are making as much as $300 a month. So find out how much you can earn by clicking the link in the description or scan the QR code to download Upside and use promo code Decoy to get an extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas. But why is it that IShowSpeed sees very different crowd interactions in even neighboring European countries? And is it somewhat his own fault for cultivating this very specific audience of clout chasers with trout tier intelligence? Because when he traveled through Korea, he was met with similar sized mobs but were somehow more respectful. But as he got to Greece, even his vehicles began being chased through the streets. And in Albania, he started getting mobbed by fans. But as he got to the Netherlands, they began taking his pants.
Across the bar, bro. Like I couldn't breathe. Like some dude grabbing my, somebody smacking my ass. Somebody's like, what, bro? Dead ass, bro. Like I'm not even trolling.
And in Poland, some rando licked his hand, to which it hit a critical mass when he got stuck inside that store in Norway, where even he knew he needed help.
I am currently at this souvenir shop in Norway, and there is maybe around 1,000 to 2,000 people banging on door. Is just, I need help to get out of this shop.
Okay, just go to the door, okay? And we'll send a police car to help you.
Okay.
Just stay with the door, okay?
I don't think one police car is enough.
Which was right before he got ripped apart by his so-called supporters. Now, I'm not going to sit here and victim shame somebody for being attacked by idiots in the street, but at some point, I think streamers should expect this sort of response when they publicly share where they're currently streaming from. As nearly a year ago, I covered the equally famous streamer Kai Cenat, where he announced a huge giveaway in the streets of New York City, which attracted thousands of kids into the streets, as they began hopping on random cars, looting hot dog stands, and actually attacking each other and the police. To which Kai was arrested himself, as his so-called streamer giveaway sparked a riot in NYC. And I remember covering the story thinking, how is it practically impossible for some groups of people to get together and not riot? When at the time I had recently taken my nieces to the Taylor Swift concert, which was an equal amount of people of similar ages in the same sized area, and somehow they didn't devolve into destroying the city. Because it's not the financial aspect, as there were hundreds if not thousands of Taylor Swift fans that went to the concert without tickets, just sitting outside the stadium to party with other die-hard Swifties. And it's not necessarily the fan base, as Speed seemed to have civilized supporters in some places and straight savages in others. subscribers. But to be a ShowSpeed superfan, it takes a particular person, as a lot of what he does is silly.
Huh? There goes, there goes, there goes.
As barking at dogs is something he's done across the world.
Okay.
And not just dogs, but old people as well. And even TikTok wizard gnomes. So when your signature is acting like a rabid animal, your subscribers are going to be comprised of people who think acting like an animal in public is not only funny, but should be rewarded with infinite wealth and fame. So what you put out is often what you receive, and it's actually kind of a common theme for Speed, as pretty much my introduction to him is when I covered that fake kidnapping prank pulled on him, only for him later to be streaming his date at a soccer game, and then pulled his own fake robbery prank.
So as we're walking out, act like you're trying to like rob her. Like, yo, give me a man. Come. Like, just make me look good. All right, come on. Hey, yo, run me. Don't watch him, bro. Who the is this, bro? Get the go. The out of here, bro. Some random UK dude, bro. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Give me a hug.
In a world of fake pranks, that was probably the worst one yet, but it's probably for the best, as someone putting you through a realistic crime for internet clicks is actually pretty cruel, and Speed knows that firsthand. But for me to say super fake pranks is stupid content is just me snitching on myself for being old and irrelevant to the kids. The same way boomers say pop music today isn't real music is because they're just ignorant to the fact that they aren't the intended audience. I know that IShowSpeed and his wacky dancing seems incredibly silly to me, but back in the 90s when I watched Kenan and Kel, I thought Kel's antics were hilarious, which were basically the TV version of IShowSpeed today. Which makes sense, as Speed hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube, and just 3 years later is now sitting at over 26 million subscribers, where his videos receive at least 1 million views each, and his live streams easily do triple those numbers every single stream. And in a world of nuisance streamers and YouTuber scandals, Speed seems pretty alright, as in my opinion you can't really judge someone based on the actions of their worst fans, but in the same sentence, someone with his type of content should expect some of the worst fans known to man. And I'll be entirely honest, if I could trade in my struggles for subscribers as I panhandle my way to 600 for Speed's god-tier growth and unlimited riches, and all I gotta do is sacrifice some dignity and bark at some dogs, then I get to dance with K-pop stars, play soccer with world-class athletes, podcast with NBA superstars.
Really gazing in my eyes.
Yeah,
Come
you
on,
were
bro.
you were gazing.
No, cause
Like really, for real, back up from off.
I'm just like, this is like beautiful. Like,
Then get slammed in WWE to sell some drinks for millions, then go perform on stage with basically a photoshopped Hollywood version of Decoy voice, which I almost don't even want to show my face after that clip of that K-pop star. Like, throw in some more footage of that gnome or that weirdo licking Speed's hands before you cut back to seeing me, because I literally look like if that K-pop star became a homeless addict and then Netflix did a reenactment of him hitting rock bottom, but then they used that Hulu casting director that saw Blake Griffin from the Clippers and said, yeah, this guy seems close enough. So if you made it this far through the insanity that was my commentary, hopefully I've earned your subscription, then go check out the video on the streamers that actually suck, like the girl that almost drowned a random woman and just laughed about it for content.